Welcome everybody, my name is Elle from Yellow Yoga, and together with City Central we offer you this class in this beautiful place, the Aa-kerk. It's such a beautiful church, and to me it always gives a very peaceful feeling, very asking for stillness, I think, because it's such a sacred spot. And that inspired me to do this class about peace, about peacefulness, inner peace. So yeah, I would say roll out your mat. If you have a blanket, it would be nice to have it. I have blocks here if you need the floor to be a little higher, but you can also use your water bottle, or maybe you can use a book or anything else that can help you, where you can rest your hand on too. Yeah. So after that, maybe you use your blanket to sit a little higher, and you come sit with your legs crossed, but you can also come sit on your lower legs like this, maybe with a block in between. As long as you have a spot and that you feel comfortable with. So once you're seated, you can rest your hands into your lap onto your knees, and then just close your eyes. And I always like to arrive in the present moment by taking a couple of deep breaths in and full breaths out through the mouth. And the last one, long breath in, fully out. And start breathing in and out your nose again. Becoming more aware of your own body. Tuning in with all the sensations you feel in your body. If you notice any discomfort in your body right now, just mindfully adjust your pose in a way that you feel more comfortable. And let your awareness rest onto your breath, feeling the inhale and exhale going all the way down towards your belly. Very smoothly and softly you breathe in. Make an effort to exhale as long as you can. Become aware of your mind, all the thoughts that are passing by. Become aware of what pace they are passing by. There might be many, there might be just some. Also become aware of any emotion attached to these thoughts. And take all of this knowledge about how your body is doing, how your mind is feeling, the quality of your breath, and put that somewhere in your mind so you can be reminded by it during practice and adjust your practice to it. So whenever you feel you need a break, take a break. And that if any pose is not for you today, then just skip on it. Make this practice your own. And bring both hands in front of your heart together. In yoga we have this mantra saying Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. It's inviting peace in yourself, in your surroundings, in the whole universe. You can repeat this in your mind during practice. take a last deep breath in, all the way down towards your belly. And breathe out through your mouth. Let your hands comfortably rest onto your legs again. And invite some movement in your neck by bringing your right ear closer towards your right shoulder. And gently roll your head forward, over towards the left shoulder, and then roll it back forward, over towards the right, making half moons, getting in touch with how the neck is, if you feel any discomfort. You can now make full circles if you like, and if there are any spots in your neck you feel more tight, you can hold on to that for a while, stretch it a little deeper, and then also move the head the other way around. And let your head come back into stillness on top of your body, in one line. Your hips are in one line with your shoulders, the top of your head is right above your shoulder blades. And then bring your upper body towards your right knee. Circle it towards the forward, middle, towards your left knee. Lean back and balance onto your sitting bones. And then circle towards your right knee again. It's a movement coming from your hips here. Discovering how much space you have in your body. And then also roll the other way around. You go in your own pace. Might connect breath with movement here. And then slowly come back in the middle again, finding your seat up straight again. Now use your next breath to lift both arms up over your head, placing your hands together, and breathe out with your hands come in front of your heart. Another time to breathe in to lift those arms. This time place your right hand next to your hips into the mat. And inhale to make your left side even longer. And breathe out, bend over towards the right side. You're stretching the left side of you, especially around the rib cage area. Really opening up by breathing into that part. Inhale again to come up with both arms. Now place your left hand onto your right knee, your right hand behind you on the fingertips. Take a breath in to really focusing on lengthening the spine here. And breathe out, twist towards the right side. Your right shoulder can come a little higher towards your ear. You focus on getting both shoulder blades together, creating an open chest. Inhale again, lifting both arms up overhead. And breathe out, bring both hands in front of your heart. Now switch around with the legs, so bring your other leg in front. Inhale again to lift both arms up. Breathing out, hands in front of your heart again. Another time to reach for the sky. And then place your left hand into the mat, keeping length on the right side, using your next breath to lengthen more. And to breathe out, to bend over towards the left. Open the right side up while both sitting bones keep on touching the ground. Inhale again, raise both arms up. This time let your right hand come onto your left knee. And your left hand behind you on the fingertips. Breathing in, creating a long back. Breathing out, bending towards the left. Breathe in, lifting both arms up again. And then place both hands in front of you, gently slide them away into a seated forward fold. Your upper body can ground here a little bit. Walking your hands mindfully back towards your body, and then from here, place both feet into the ground. Hands behind you, fingers pointing towards the sides. And then you glue your legs together, preparing yourself for Navasana boat pose. So you engage your core, navel towards your spine, chest is open here. And then lift first your legs as high as your knees. Find balance onto your sitting bones. And if you like to deepen from here, then you can grab hold of your back of your knees, of your lower legs. Keeping your core engaged for support. You might extend your legs up, or you might release your hands, whatever is in your practice here. Just making sure that your lower back feels comfortable. Now let both feet come back to the ground, place them on hip distance into the mat, hands behind you again. Windshield wipe your legs, so let your legs fall towards the right side, over towards the left side, massaging the muscles in your hips, moving with your breath. And lift your legs back up to the middle and let them fall towards the left side. Extend your top leg. Bring your right hand over where your left hand is. And bring your left hand towards the back into a twist. So open up here. Then bring your left hand in one line with your left knee. And bring your right foot across the mat. Take a breath in to lean onto your left lower leg and lift your hips up. Open up here. Make big circles with your right hand. Circle them up towards the sky, down towards the ground. Very peacefully. Finish your circle and breathe out. Let your hips sink towards the mat again. Ending with both feet into the ground. Moving with like windshield wipers again. And then moving with this on the other side. So bending both knees towards the right side. Extending your left leg, your top leg. Bringing your left hand over where your right hand is. Your right hand closer to the other side of the mat. And then place your right hand in one line with your hips, spreading all of your fingers, making sure that your lower leg can bury the weight here. Breathe in, lift the hips. Start to circle the arm. And let it sink again. Moving back to windshield wiper movement. Landing with your knees on top. You might cross your legs here and then walk your hands forward till you come to hands and knees or find your own way to hands and knees. So once you're here, you look at all of your fingers and you make sure that your index finger is pointing straight forward. And if you look back, you see your knees and they are right underneath your hips. Your feet are not visible from this point. They're either with the toes tucked under or in one line with your knees like this. Keep a light core engagement and then breathe in to open your heart here. Shoulder blades come together onto your back. And then breathe out, round your back, chin towards your chest. Inhale again for cow pose, opening the heart area. Breathing out, rounding the back into cat pose. Another round for cow pose, breathing in. Now when you move to cat pose, let your hips sink towards your heels and move into child's pose. Breathing in again, coming back to cow pose, so open the heart, arch the back. Breathing out, round the back, hips towards the heels. One last round, breathing in, arching. Exhale, rounding, and hips back. Find your way back to hands and knees. You might bring your knees together here, right underneath your hips. And then extend your right leg back. pressing your left lower leg into the mat, turning the toes of the right foot down towards the ground, and lightly engaging your core. And also lift your left hand off the mat and you reach your left hand forward. Look for length by reaching your heel back and your hand forward. Take a deep breath in. Full breath out. And exhale, place hand and knee back into the mat. Move to the other side. Extend your left leg, toes down towards the ground. Support yourself with your abs and then reach with your right hand forward. Create that length. And breathe out. Place your hand back. From here, bring your knees like 10 centimeters back, just a little bit. Curl your toes under and prepare yourself for down dog. So for down dog, you lift your knees off the mat, bring your hips back and up. It's not necessary to straighten the legs, it's not necessary to get the heels down onto the ground. Just find a way where you can elevate those hips up towards the sky. Give your neck a very relaxed position, so let it hang. And if you like, you can pedal your feet here. We're gonna move through one vinyasa and very consciously and very gently. And I like you to not only focus on moving from pose to pose, but also be aware of the movement in between the poses. So use the full length of your breath to move into a high plank, shoulders right above the wrists. You might lower your knees down and then strengthen your core to move into chaturanga, hovering above the ground. Now let your body come onto the ground. Hands are next to your chest, core is engaged. Breathe in to lift the chest. Keep the elbows close to the body. Breathe out, lower back. Curl the toes under and move back to downward facing dog. Take a long breath in. Exhale to release. Slowly walk forward and move into ragdoll. Therefore you can place your feet as wide as your hips, bend your knees, grab hold of your elbows. Let your upper body just hang here. Every part of your body becomes soft. Your upper body is moving towards the ground. It's feeling the gravity pull. Take a breath in to lift half up. Breathing out, move back to forward fold. And take a breath in to lift all the way up with your arms overhead. Hands come together. And then breathe out, let your hands come in front of your heart. So when you're here, look at your feet. You spread the toes of your right foot and plant all of your toes into the mat. You also ground the outer edge of your foot and your heel, but the inner arch of your right foot stays lifted. So we're going to move into a tree pose, and you can choose any variation. So first one is placing your left heel around your right ankle, or you place your left lower onto your lower leg, or you lift it all the way up onto your upper leg. You skip the knee. So once you have found a position for your foot here, and make sure that your right hip stays in one line with your foot. Find your balance. Helps to focus to one point, to breathe towards your standing leg. And then lift both arms up overhead. Reaching for the sky with the hands, rooting down with the foot. Now let your left hand come onto your knee, the left knee. Take another breath in to lengthen the right side. Keep the right hip where it is and then gently bend over towards the side. Keep on balancing here. Now lift both arms up again. Bring them in front of your heart. Then lift your left knee in front of your chest. And from here, take a big step back with your left foot. So you plant the ball of your foot into the mat here. Right knee comes right above the ankle. Take a breath in to lift both arms up. Your hips are squared and forward. Another inhale here to straighten your front leg. And then turn your back foot across the mat. Coming into warrior two, bringing the front knee above the ankle, arms and shoulder height. Feeling the strength in your legs. And from here we go into a reverse warrior, also called peaceful warrior. Sliding our left hand down onto our back legs, reaching our right hand overhead, while our front knee stays above the ankle. Find a balance between that strength and also become soft and peaceful. Breathing in, returning to warrior two. And then from here, clasp your hands together behind your back. Open your heart by straightening your arms a little, not overextending. Taking another breath in to lift your heart. And breathe out, bring your right shoulder towards your right knee. Arms can float up. Legs are still engaged. Inhale to release the hands, bring the arms up overhead. And take a breath out to let the arms come back onto shoulder height. Then use your next breath in to reach your arms overhead, extend your front leg. Breathe out, warrior two. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, warrior two. One more time, lift the arms up. Breathing out, warrior two. And from here, either into two steps or in one, step back to the front of your mat. Closing your eyes, feeling the difference between the right side and the left side. Becoming more aware of what we noticed in our bodies and in our mind earlier on, and how we can adjust the practice to what we need right now to invite more peace into our body, into our minds. And open your eyes again. This time plant your left foot, so spreading all of the toes. Big toe and the outer edge of your foot is grounded. Coming into tree pose by placing your right foot around your ankle, onto your lower leg, or all the way lifted onto your upper leg. Doesn't matter what variation you go into, find one that's suited for you. Engaging the left outer hip here, taking a breath in to reach for the sky. Inviting that lift towards the sky and that movement towards the ground, into the foot. Let your right hand come onto your right knee. Take another breath in to lengthen the left side. And lightly bend over here. Inhale, slowly come back to the middle. Breathing out, hands in front of your heart. Bring your right knee in front of you. And then taking a big step back with your right foot. Preparing yourself for a warrior one variation. So front knee above the ankle. Back foot, the heel can be lifted. And you pull the back heel over the toes. Take a breath in to lift the arms up over your head. Another breath in to straighten the front leg, to turn the back foot across the mat. Breathing out, coming into warrior two, front knee above the ankle. Moving towards peaceful warrior, back hand slides onto the back leg, front palms turned up, and you wave your hand overhead while keeping your front knee right above the ankle. Creating space onto the left side of your body. Inhale again to return to warrior two. Clasping your hands together around you. This time go the other way around, so if you have a preference, then bring your other pinky on top. Open your heart, extend your arms. Take a breath out to bring your left shoulder towards your left knee. Arms float up towards the sky. Look for space to breathe in, to create more space. Release the hands and bring them all the way up overhead. Breathing out, warrior two. And then from here, windmill your hands forward, move into downward facing dog. Your hips move back and up. You can pedal your feet. Look how you can invite more comfort into your body here. Use your next breath in to lift your right leg up towards the sky. Breathe out and bring your right knee into your chest, high plank. Take another breath in to lift your leg back up. And then bring your right knee in one line with your right wrist. And you place your right knee in the middle of the mat. Then bring your left foot across, toes pointing towards the left side. Preparing yourself for a side plank variation. Now you can lift your left hand up towards the sky already, or you might kick your right foot a bit more to the side for more balance. And then breathe in, lift your arm up. Moving the shoulder blades on top of one another onto the back. Pressing the right hand into the mat. Breathe out, slowly turn back towards the mat. Left hand is into the mat. Your left foot turns back. And then raise your right knee off the mat. And bring your lower leg across. If this feels comfortable for your knee, then just be here. If you feel it's any discomfort, just make it less intense by bringing your foot closer towards your pubic bone. And then let your left knee land into the mat as well. Preparing yourself for pigeon pose. Taking a breath in here and a fold forward. Coming onto your forearms. Or you might have the space to come onto your chest. You can support your head with your hands, with a block, with a blanket, looking for more comfort. And while your face starts to soften, you keep your legs still active. So your front lower leg is pressing into the mat. Your back leg is still moving towards the midline here. Then place your hands back into the mat. And lift yourself back to downward facing dog. Taking a breath in to lift the left leg. Breathe out, high plank, knee into chest. Inhale to lift back. And then place your left knee in one line with your left hand in the middle of the mat. Bringing your right foot also in one line, turning your foot across. And again, this time you can put your left foot also across the mat if you like. Coming into a side plank variation. hug towards the mat. Turning your right foot again, lifting your left knee off the mat. So your lower leg can come across the mat. Lowering your right knee into the ground. Taking a breath in here. And let your chest come closer towards the mat. Remembering the mantra, Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Move your hands back into the ground. And lift one more time back for downward facing dog. Pedaling the feet. And slowly walk towards the front side of the mat. And find your own way to sit down. Letting the feet come together, touching the knees to the sides. You can choose to bring the feet closer or to bring them a little bit further away so you have more space for your hips, for your knees. And also when you're seated here, it can be nice to sit a little higher to give yourself that extra space for your lower back. Let your hands come onto your feet, let the outer edge of the feet press into one another while your knees just move to the side. Taking another breath in here to lengthen your back. And to keep that length while you fold forward. It's not about how deep you go into it. You find your stretch. Really sigh everything out. And then very mindfully start to move back up again. And come lay down onto your back with your feet into the ground. Your feet are as close to your body, you can almost touch your heels here, and they are on hip distance. Then engage all the muscles in your buttocks and breathe in, lift your hips off the mat, let your chest move towards your chin. Chin is moving away from your chest. Exhale to lower the hips down. Take another breath in to lift the hips, chest moves towards the chin, chin goes away. Breathe out, lower. And now when you lift your hips up again, you keep them lifted. And if you like a deeper heart opener, then roll your shoulders under, clasp your hands together. Pressing the feet into the ground, keeping the knees pointed straight forward. Exhale to lower the hips down into the mat, releasing the hands. On your next breath in, when you breathe in, you send your lower back into the ground. And breathe out, release. Inhale, lower back moves into the mat. Exhale, release. Last time. And release. Then lift your legs up towards the sky, pulling the toes towards you. Your hands also move up towards the sky. Waterfall pose. And draw your knees into your chest and hug your knees. Gently roll from side to side. And then from here, come come into Shavasana, so laying on your back with your legs extended into the ground, arms alongside your body, palms facing upward. And your feet fall to the side here, so your legs can become relaxed. You can roll your shoulders under a little to open your heart a bit more. Your chin is tucked in. You can prop yourself up with a blanket, or maybe you put a sweater on to stay warm. Before sinking in full relaxation, in full Shavasana, I like to practice one more breathing exercise with you. If you like to take a longer Shavasana, you can also turn off the video at the end. So return with your awareness towards your breath. Notice where you can feel your breath the most. Deepen the breath, send it towards your hips again. It's a long breath in, and a soft and long breath out. You notice when you breathe this deep, your body starts to calm more and more. Imagine that you can send your breath towards your upper legs. So breathe towards your upper legs. Breathing out, letting your belly sink towards the ground again. Empty your chest. Feel the warm air coming out of your nose. Expand your breath even more, sending it towards your lower legs. And then also send it towards your toes. Feeling that whenever you take a deep breath in and a slow deep breath out, your legs become more comfortable, more soft. Expand your breath even more, sending it towards your arms as well. Slowly start to deepen it to reach for your fingers. Now you breathe towards your lower back, your toes, and towards your hands. And then add to it to breathe towards the top of your head, your crown. Breathing towards every corner of your body. And then slowly all the air comes back into your belly, into your chest, out of your nose. the air is spreading through your body. With it, this sensation of peace, tranquility is also moving through all parts of your body. Gently let go of the breathing exercise. Let yourself sink into the mat, into Shavasana. Slowly become more aware of your breath again. If you like, you can now pause the video and stay in Shavasana longer, or invite more movement back into your body to wake yourself up. Moving the fingers and the feet first. Move all other body parts. You can stretch fully out or make yourself small, hugging the knees in. And then roll onto your side, your favorite one. Take a deep breath out here. And with your top hand, press yourself back up to seated position. Finding a comfortable seat again. And bringing your hands together in front of your heart, bowing your head down. And be proud of yourself for taking good care of yourself by practicing yoga. I like to end this class with another mantra, also in Sanskrit, so I'm not sure if I pronounce it right. Sarvasham Shastir Bhavatu, Sarvasham Santir Bhavatu, Sarvasham Purnam Bhavatu. Meaning, may there be happiness in all, may there be peace in all, May there be completeness in all. Let your hands come together in front of your heart. Take a deep breath in. Breathe out through your mouth. Namaste. Thank you all for joining this class. Thank you City Central for hosting it here in this beautiful space. And I hope to see you all soon in real life again.